Listen, man, they call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans.
How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Boxtalk. We've got a middleweight title fight today against a former undisputed middleweight champion. I'm talking about Jermain Taylor versus the current champion for the IBF?
IBF, I think it is.
IBF, Sam Soliman.
Yeah.
Ade, what do you think of this fight?
I have. This is the case. I'm going to try and keep this video under 5 minutes, guys. This is a case of boxing gone wrong. It's the only way to describe this fight. Boxing gone wrong. It doesn't even really deserve a video, but it's for a world championship title, so we have to do it as a video. I have absolutely no idea, voluntary or not, because voluntary is, you can say, pick it from the hat, but I have no idea how Jermain Taylor's got this fight.
Okay, this fight could have been very, very good and very, very relevant.
7 years ago.
7 years ago.
About 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Something was pretty decent still.
Soliman's
in great shape.
He's unorthodox, he's crafty, he's punching kind of weird angles. Yeah. Jermain Taylor, was just coming for highly controversial loss victory.
What did they used to call Jermain Taylor? What was his nickname?
Bad intentions.
Yeah, bad intentions.
I'm trying to say, and it could have been a decent fight, but we get it now after brain bleeds, 40 years old, shootings,
brother,
shootings, cousins, and
see one thing that in between that you forgot Al Heyman.
Yeah, Al Heyman. Yeah. What we're left here is with a fight. I'm confused of the direction of the winner.
Yeah.
If Sam Soliman goes forward, does he think if Sam Soliman wins, does he think he's actually a legit or defend this title against a legit contender in beating Jermain Taylor? And if Jermain Taylor did win, does that mean Jermain Taylor's a top middleweight?
The thing for me with Sam Soliman taking this fight,
has Jermain Taylor even fought anyone ranked since he's come back?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't at all. The funny thing for me with Sam Soliman taking this fight, yes, Al Heyman's behind Jermain Taylor. We all know that now. But it's not like Jermain Taylor's a marquee name in America, like he fills shows or fills stadiums. You know what I mean? So I can understand Sam Soliman wanting the fight if Jermain Taylor was this old guy that still could get 10,000 out. You know what I mean? So we're talking about a big bucks fight. I don't know what Sam Soliman, if he does beat Jermain Taylor, and I expect him to, I don't know what he gets from beating Jermain Taylor. It's not like he gets big network coverage. I don't get it. I would have thought Sam Soliman would have done better facing one of the British guys.
No, exactly. Sam Soliman at his age, he's got quite a few losses in his record as well previously, and where he's kind of made a comeback.
He's done well.
I remember when he fought Winky Wright maybe again 5-6 years ago, and he lost kind of controversially, and then he kind of just disappeared for a bit, and he's kind of been floating around. He's kind of made a comeback the past couple of years.
He has. How old are they? This could be the oldest heavy championship fight.
Sam Soliman's definitely in his 40s. Jermain Taylor must be late 30s now. Yeah. But the point I'm making is, Soliman is at the age where if I was Sam Soliman, I'm cashing out.
Yeah,
I'm 40 years old. Give me the money, I'll fight GGG. Give me the money, I'll fight Cotto. Yeah. Give me the biggest paycheck. I'll go to Europe. I'll go to Afghanistan. I'll go anywhere in the world to get the biggest paycheck.
Why Afghanistan for?
I'm saying somewhere dangerous. The point I'm making is somewhere. I'll go anywhere for the biggest payday. That's what I would do. I wouldn't fight someone that brings nothing to the table.
No, it's a very good shot.
And here's the thing about it as well that gets me about it as well is that Jermain Taylor was a good fighter pre-Hopkins.
Very, very good fighter.
Yeah. The 2000 Hopkins, he seemed to change and lost something. I remember after that he fought Kazim Umar, who was coming up from 154. It wasn't a very good performance. I can't remember what I scored it, but a lot of people had Kazim Umar winning.
Yeah.
But after that he fought he had Corey Spinks. Yeah. That fight he lost. I tell you right now, I fought Corey Spinks at boxing in that fight. I remember that fight quite clearly. I thought this guy's not real. After that, Pavlik knocked him out in 7 or 8.
And then the rematch.
Then after Froch put him to sleep. After Abraham put him to sleep.
No, it's a tough one for Jermain Taylor. I feel sorry for him. Look, Louis DeBella said, look, I'm not going to promote you anymore because of the brain bleeds. Exactly. So when a promoter comes out and says, look, you're my cash cow, but I still don't even want to promote you anymore, you've got to question it. In terms of how the fight plays out, what do you think?
I could see how Taylor could win the fight.
Fuck it out.
Don't get me wrong, yeah? Samson is crafty, he's unorthodox, but, if you stick a jab out and keep him at distance, at range, you could outbox him. You've got to negate his work rate. But the thing about Jermain Taylor, that he always seems to get caught late. He seems to get tired in fights.
Very
gets tired.
Has always had that problem.
Always had that problem.
Always had that.
And I've got a feeling that's where the fight's going to go. Taylor early, And as the fight goes down, he fades and gets knocked out.
Yeah, no, it's a good shout. I expect Taylor, just because it's that last chance hurrah, so he's going to give it absolutely everything. So I expect Taylor to put on the best performance for 5 or 6 rounds. But Sam Soliman must be probably the fittest boxer in the world.
Yeah.
He honestly, it's like you put Duracells in him and he just keeps on going. For him to beat Felix Sturm in Germany, okay, it's not as hard as it used to be, but regardless, for him to do that says a lot. So I expect Sam Soliman to win this. And I really wouldn't want Jermain Taylor to win it. It sounds stupid. I don't want him to win the title.
It's dangerous.
Because he's going to then fight a monster after.
I've got one. But last week I said in this video, if Al Heyman or whoever's promoting Jermain Taylor now, son had a brain bleed, would this fight be going on?
There you go. It's a tough one. It definitely wouldn't in my eyes, but Al Heyman's a different type of beast. He really is. I can't wait for the first person to get Al Heyman on an interview. Honestly, it's going to be the most watched interview ever. It's going to be ridiculous. But look, guys, what do you think? Is it a fight anyone's even going to really tune into? Probably. We are boxing fans regardless. But I'm not going to stay up for it if it's at 4 in the morning. It's just not worth it. I'd rather watch the repeats on YouTube. But there you go. Sam Soliman, Jermain Taylor, IBF middleweight belt. It seems like the belt no one really wants at the moment. So Jermain Taylor's got the voluntary. After that, who knows what happens. Email us at
boxtalk@hotmail.co.uk and don't forget to follow us on Twitter at boxtalkuk.
Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe. You know the usual. Check us out on Ring News 24. Thanks for watching another edition of Boxtalk.